Welcome back to the Libs Reaction channel. I am Libs, and today we are watching the finale of season 1 of Dark. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Truly, honestly, I love this show. It has been such a joy to sharing it with you all. It has been so fun to, just overthink and think through things and come up with theories and like have some turn out and just kind of, I don't know, I think for me it's kind of like the going through theories is what in like gets me deeper invested in a show like this. And the more hidden corners and shadows and just little trap doors that are about, and this one has plenty of it, I feel it's phenomenal, and I know that each reaction, there's only a tiny portion of what I pick up on in that first one, right? And then I watch it again. I watch each episode twice, if you don't know. And the first one is like the traditional reaction, right? That's what you see here. So it's like the oohs, the ahs, the interestings, the like shock, anything that like has a shock value, any like twist, right? And then the second watch, I don't edit out over here, but I do record that if you're interested in it, and that goes over in Patreon. And I talk, like sometimes I'm just like sitting back and listening and like letting the thoughts marinate. But sometimes I'm like talking through my theories a little bit more. Sometimes things jump out at me more. I get like a second time to like hear the dialogue, because sometimes, I have like a thought or something pops into my head in the first time and I speak. And I know that I'm going to watch it a second time, so I'm not too worried about it. But I know well, no one has said this, but like I'm sure that there are times when you're like, she's talking over something important. Yeah, I probably am. Because in my mind, everything is important, but it's important to me that I give you like that like first thought when it happens to take you on that journey, right? Because the watching of this show feels like unpacking a bag, but inside of the bag is like deep personal lore. So it's like, oh, here's my t-shirt, let me put it up. Here's my photo album from high school, let me put that up. But like as if you were having a conversation with a friend that was telling you about every little memento they have in this bag. Like that's what going through this journey is. So like sometimes when there's a thought, I'm like, I need to get this out right now. But also sometimes that's why like I'll like start a thought and then they'll start talking again and I'll lock into the dialogue, and then sometimes there's some half-baked thoughts in there. Not that you all needed to know this, but just a little behind the scenes on what goes through my mind, because I know I'm going to watch it again. So, it's like, and not only again, I'm going to watch it again immediately. Like I do these back to back. So it's just 2 hours in a row generally of taking in the same media. And I like it that way. And so there's a little bit of comfort. And so I try to address some things in my afterthoughts, but sometimes, there's just a lot of a lot of thoughts moving around in my brain. But I have high hopes that they are going to knock this finale of season 1 out of the water. I had said, I think last week, that I wanted to get out 2 in 1 week for you guys. Somebody commented on my episode 8 reaction, because 9 will go up tomorrow or Friday, as I'm recording this. So I had wanted to get out an extra one, but I'm taking a few days off. And so it didn't work for me to get out episode 10 and then get you season 2, episode 1, or episode 9 and episode 10 in the same week. Someone told me I might want to sit with the finale of season 1. So I'm not going to change. I'm not going to promise a second episode until after the first episode of season 2. But I am on the hunt for a day where I can sit down and edit and then get out and then sit down for the 2 hours to record the next one. Because you guys have been so wonderful. You guys have been so polite. And I know that once a week for like a show like this where we're unpacking things, like I know I'm chomping at the bit, and I know you guys are too. So like I do want to get you guys an extra one here and there, but it won't be until a little bit into season 2, maybe 2, 3, 3, 4. I don't know. Episode 2, episode 3, episode 3, episode 4. But I will try it. This last month was just absolutely bonkers wild for me. All of that said, I'm going to need to rewrite this, but I've tried a few times to rework the family tree, and I keep just wasting paper because like I don't know. My brain needs to see the people who are married next to each other. So you see, my problem is that in the website version, which it does make sense, they now have Hannah, like Hannah's line goes like down to Mikkel, which makes sense, but like I need all the people who are married to be like left to right. And then of course we've got Greta now, I have a question mark here for who is Helgi's father. So it's just getting a little messy. And obviously you guys have joked about it and said I'll need a bigger notepad. I mean, obviously, like I've snuck them in though. Like, look, there's Agnes, she's there. Hannah's dad? Sebastian, who is I was realizing as I was editing episode 9, he's the freaking no, that's Inez's dad. Daniel Conrad is the he is above Egon at the police station. Anywho and anyway, let's dive into this finale. I don't know if I'm prepared. Like, I don't know if I'm expecting a lot. And so far this show hasn't let me down, so I don't think it will, but let's dive into this. Thank you for being here. See you in the episode. The day of Mikkel's disappearance. When, though? Oh, hello, Peter. Let's get into it. Oh. I thought you didn't go see them that night. I feel a little bit bad for Peter. He made a commitment to Charlotte. It sucks that he broke that commitment. It really does. I do feel for him, though, that he felt like he couldn't be who he was. Oh, Peter.
Gott gibt mir die Gelassenheit, Dinge hinzunehmen, die ich nicht ändern kann. Gott gibt mir die Gelassenheit, Dinge hinzunehmen, die ich nicht ändern kann.
Wait. Hello? Hello? Is that the black hole? Hello? So this is... Oh, it's Mads. Wait, what? Oh. Wait. Okay, I mean, I would be freaking out. This is insane. Okay, it is Mads. Like, they send them back their name?
Ich bin's, Peter.
He calls Tronti?
Was du sehen solltest. Es geht um dein... Nein, nicht Ulrich. Mats.
Why would Tronti put his son out in the woods?
Wie ist das?
But he looks actually shocked.
Das ist unmöglich.
Oh.
Plötzlich einfach da.
I'm so confused. Wait, but then why wouldn't he tell his wife? Or maybe he did, and that's why she covered for him.
Da kommt jemand.
Wait, what? Noah? Claudia? And these two fucked, right?
Claudia.
This is crazy.
Es gibt eine Menge, das ich euch erklären muss.
Yeah, someone should start talking.
Aber vorher müssen wir Mats an den Ort bringen, wo er gefunden werden soll.
Why? Why do we have to follow that order of events? We don't have much time left. Wait, but then... What? You know what's crazy? You know, they say that people like watching horror movies if they have anxiety because it like changes the anxiety into like, it's like a reality check for the anxiety. I think that's why I like watching shows like this, because for a moment, I'm not overthinking something that has to do with my own life. I'm not overthinking my next move or who I am or what I'm doing with my life. I'm just like, my brain is working at that same capacity, but not about me. Alpha and Omega. November 12th. Okay. Hello? That's horrific. That is a horrific nightmare. To see your dad as the missing boy that he was/is in your bed. Right. Oh. We're sure we don't want to take that? Did he come and like confront her because he knows? I just don't know what Noah all told him.
Ich hab Scheiße gebaut.
Or she,
Mikkel weg ist.
or did she tell him
Ich
because
selber nicht mehr.
she got turned down?
Es ist egal.
Oh, that's sweet. Everything's okay. That was giving a little bit of evil.
Sie wissen ja, wie er ist. Meistens kommt er ja nach ein paar Stunden wieder. So lang war er noch nie weg.
He's not in this year.
War mein Kollege Ulrich Nielsen wieder hier?
Nein. Nur am Samstag, als er Herrn Doppler so attackiert hat. Als hätte ihr Schwiegervater was mit der Sache zu tun.
Well, I really thought Charlotte, I don't know, it's hard for me to stay on par with Charlotte's character because I keep thinking that she's on the same wavelength as me, but she still is like so far behind, it feels like. Which is not to her fault because it would be crazy to think about time travel. But like, you know, Ulrich certainly figured it out. Wait, this is the same place that Jonas slept, isn't it?
Der Junge aus der Zukunft. Du wusstest es.
Der ist für dich.
He's like, I burnt this.
Das ist unmöglich.
Was?
Ich habe ihn verbrannt.
How could that happen? The mysterious
Bitte,
guy's
weißt
gotta
du
be
es?
him. It would make sense. I mean,
Eigentlich
he's
wusste
got
ich
the
das schon
letter.
immer.
And there's other things that could have happened, but
Als dein Vater zu mir kam, war er ein kleiner, verstörter Junge. Ich dachte einfach nur, dass er zu viel Fantasie hat.
I wonder, when did she really put it together?
Er hat mir gesagt, er kommt aus der Zukunft. Ich habe ihm nicht geglaubt.
Wenn du es gewusst hast, warum hast du es dann nicht verhindert?
What do you mean?
Ich wusste nicht, dass er sich das Leben nimmt.
Aber du hättest Mikkel retten können.
Ha, but he,
Ich habe jetzt noch eine Oma und die ist Direktorin an meiner Schule.
Ihr Mann, der nebenbei meine Mutter fickt, sucht seinen Sohn, der mein Vater ist. Vor ein paar Tagen habe ich meine Tante geküsst.
okay, and that is crazy. Is that the thing you're most upset about? Because to me, it's like Mikkel didn't need saving, right?
Was da schief läuft, das sind nicht die.
Obviously, the
Die sind
grief
okay.
of his family missing him,
Was da schief läuft, bin ich.
like, but Mikkel needing saving? Oh, there's nothing wrong with you.
Egal wie unnormal und wie seltsam sie uns erscheinen, aus einem Grund passieren. Wer sind wir, Gott zu spielen?
And it's a great question.
Vergangenheit ist die Vergangenheit. Aber du lebst im Jetzt.
And everything is now, or what was the title of episode 9?
Wer weiß, was die Zukunft bringt.
Ich will einfach nur, dass alles wieder normal ist.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Oh,
Als Kind von nichts anderem geträumt, als Zauberer zu werden.
Und du, hast du den gleichen Traum?
Aber das, was ich zaubern will, ist unmöglich.
Und was
what?
soll das sein?
Yeah, what's,
Endlich
what?
aufzuwachen.
Oh,
Kennst du das Paradox des Meisters Zwang?
oh.
Ich träumte, ich wäre ein Schmetterling. Und jetzt bin ich aufgewacht und ich weiß nicht mehr, ob ich ein Mensch bin, der gerade geträumt hat, dass er ein Schmetterling ist. Oder bin ich ein Schmetterling, der gerade träumt, ein Mensch zu sein.
Wait, I understand that deeply.
Was bist du?
I also don't know if I'm
Oder ein Schmetterling?
a person or a butterfly.
Vielleicht bin ich beides.
Maybe you are both. Well, you certainly are Mikkel and Mads, or Mikkel and Michael. Oh my goodness. I
Mein Name ist
can't
Egon
believe
Tiedemann.
he's stuck here. Like, I can, but I can't.
Tiedemann. Egon, ja, natürlich.
I love that that, of course, in German sounds like they're saying naturally.
Oh, the better I feel.
Okay.
Sind Sie Satanist?
Satanist?
Oh
Nein.
my
Nein, ich
god,
bin
the seed of Satanism in Egon Tiedemann.
Das ist Song aus den 80ern. Ich kann Ihnen jetzt schon verraten, Sie werden ihn nicht mehr.
Dude, Ulrich, you are not helping yourself. You are not helping yourself.
Warum haben Sie die Kinder getötet?
Ich habe die Kinder nicht getötet, ich habe versucht, sie zu retten.
Und was haben Sie mit Helge gemacht?
Er lebt noch. Er muss noch leben, sonst wären die beiden Kinder nicht tot. Ich kann ändern, dass das alles passiert, aber dafür muss ich raus her.
The fact
Sie wissen,
that
was man
he...
hier mit Kindermördern macht.
Du dummes Ding.
How did they find him?
Mein Horizont ist genauso klein wie diese Scheißstadt.
Oh.
Sollst du eigentlich schon oder kam das erst später, nachdem deine Frau dich verlassen hat und du gemerkt hast, wie jämmerlich und erbärmlich du bist?
That's crazy. So his wife leaves him. Tracks from what we learned last episode.
Ich habe auf dich gewartet.
Uh-oh.
Keinem habe ich was erzählt, dass du in der Klapse warst. Ich habe für dich gelogen. Frankreich,
Why
Baguettes.
did Martha get such kind treatment?
Brauchst mich gar nicht. Martha hat mir alles erzählt.
Like, neither of them are innocent in hurting Bartos, but...
Du bist ein krankes Stück Scheiße! Genau wie dein Vater.
Just like your dad is crazy. What do you mean by that?
Mann, was soll der Scheiß?
Martha, what the fuck do you mean?
Seid
What do
ihr
you think you're
bescheuert?
doing? You told him? You told him
Lass dich
something
nicht
that
in der
impacts
Blick
the
machen.
both of you, and you...
Verpiss dich!
Yeah, I pissed at her for doing that. Like, you didn't want to be with Bartos if you could be with Jonas, so you shouldn't be with Bartos. And also, Bartos is pissing me off there too. Treat them similarly. They both were people in your life that shouldn't have done that to you. Why are you so much
Sie
more
haben ihn repariert.
physically angry at one?
Das ist Ihrer. Und das ist meiner. Den habe ich vor vielen Jahren gebaut.
Okay, so then why were you being so coy yesterday?
Als könnte man den Beginn und das Ende einer Sache gleichzeitig betrachten. Dieses Ding hier sendet eine Art Signal,
Ulrich's phone.
einen
Wait,
elektromagnetischen
for
Impuls.
33
Als wollte es mit
years
etwas kommunizieren.
you had that? Wait,
Dieser Block hier
Is this
hat sich
2019?
nie gedreht.
so 66.
Aber ich wusste nie,
I don't know
wofür.
what year this clock guy's
Dieses
in,
Ding
actually.
kommuniziert mit dem Apparat. Nicht nur die Vergangenheit beeinflusst die Zukunft.
It's the future also. Yeah, yeah. Time's a flat circle, to borrow something that I've been saying
Sie
and
mir
hearing
nicht
from
gezeigt, wie der
True
Apparat in der
Detective.
Zukunft aussieht, hätte ich ihn nicht so bauen können.
the
Paradoxon.
butterfly or person, you know? Chicken or egg.
Und diese Einlassung glaubst du auch nicht.
You've been busy then.
Keine Ahnung, wozu die gut sein sollen.
And what's that?
137 CS.
CS-137.
Ist
A
Isotop von
radioactive
Cäsium.
isotope of cesium? What is cesium? Radioactive, I understand.
Der Apparat erzeugt ein Higgs-Feld.
A Higgs field, okay.
Masse des Cäsiums potenziert, die durch einen elektromagnetischen
giving that to
Impuls zu einem schwarzen Loch.
To implode into a black hole? And then what?
Das Gleiche muss bei dem Störfall im AKW passiert sein.
Oh, okay. So is that gonna close the black hole?
Warum haben Sie sich entschlossen, mir doch zu helfen?
Warum entscheiden wir uns für das eine und gegen das andere?
Great question.
Das ist die Konsequenz aus einer Reihe kausaler
Consequences of series of casual links.
Ob sie diesem unbestimmten Gefühl in mir entspringt.
Okay. What a way to
Vielleicht
not
alles
answer
in
the
meinem
question.
Leben auf genau diesen einen Moment hinaus,
Oh.
dass ich Teil eines Puzzles bin.
Well,
Weder verstehen noch beeinflussen kann.
okay.
Verraten Sie mir, wie es ist in der Zukunft?
Ich hoffe, morgen schon anders als heute.
Oh, okay.
Dein Vater wurde doch entführt, als er klein war. Weißt du, wann genau das war? Wann genau war das? 53, 54?
Im Herbst 53.
Charlotte, why don't you ever listen to Peter?
Vor genau 66 Jahren.
Das hängt alles zusammen.
Hör zu, Charlotte, ich muss mit dir reden.
It's all connected, correct. It's all connected, Charlotte. Stop hanging up on your husband when he wants to tell you things. She's so self-centered sometimes. Which obviously, like, Peter could be like, no, I need to tell you something that pertains to, I don't know, fucking time travel and the case you're working on, etc., etc. But maybe he doesn't want to do that over the phone. I don't know. Can you do this? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I still don't know if we can change time or not. Because Helgi, I don't think is the one actually killing anyone.
Du musst aufhören.
But I think time is just a flat circle and that our decisions have already been predetermined by our future decisions.
Nutzt sich aus.
And that the past versions of us don't have the knowledge to actually do anything with what we tell them.
Sie verwechseln mich. Das habe ich schon mal gesagt.
Ja.
Er ist nicht auserwählt, ist nicht auserwählt. Er will die Welt nicht vor dem Bösen retten. Er ist das Böse. Heute ist der Tag, der Anfang und das Ende. Mach nicht dieselben Fehler wie ich.
Oh, but he's not. Oh.
Du musst aufhören.
You have to stop. How would you know how to use that information? You've come to the conclusion 33 years later because you realized Noah, I don't know, was lying, I guess.
Ich muss aufhören.
I have to stop. Now, hold up. Run that back for me. Are you thinking of hanging yourself, Jonas?
Was ist denn mit dir passiert?
Because if he is the guy from the future, he does have a scar on his neck.
Mit wem denn? Das ist nicht so wichtig.
He's made up his mind about something. Look at it. He's like moving kind of hollowly. Haunted and hollow.
Alles wird gut.
Everything will be fine. I mean, will it?
Ich habe noch was in der Schule vergessen.
No, what are you about to go to?
Mach dir keine Sorgen, es wird alles gut, Mama.
Or I guess maybe he could be going to get Mikkel, which would then, erase
Charlotte hat
his
mich nach Helge gefragt.
existence.
Und Helge, was 53 passiert ist.
Noch ein paar Stunden, dann ist es vorbei. Mats wird leben.
Glaubst du?
Wait, Mads will live?
Was sie gesagt hat, ist in den letzten 8 Tagen passiert. Genauso, wie es hier steht.
Oh.
Und warum sind dann die Hälfte der Seiten rausgerissen?
Wait.
Was passiert nach heute? Nach heute ist alles neu.
Everything will be new? And Mads will be alive? So we can change the past.
Wenn es Gott nicht gibt, warum glauben wir dann an eine Lüge?
Oh, he's dropping the mask.
Weil wir jede Lüge dem Schmerz vorziehen.
We prefer any lie to the pain. If somebody tells you a lie for so long, then you can
Vor
confront them
Jahren,
about the lie, and they
ich
have
war
a
noch ein kleiner
reason like
Junge,
this for telling the
kam
lie.
ein Fremder zu uns. Er sah aus, als wäre er im Krieg gewesen.
Run.
Hat nicht viel gesprochen. In seinen Augen war diese Traurigkeit, die man manchmal sieht bei denen, die sterben wollen, aber
Oh, wait. Wait, don't say that. Don't say that while
er hat ein Zimmer bei uns genommen.
we look at Jonas.
Die Kammer gleich neben meiner. Manchmal habe ich ihn reden hören, im Schlaf. Er stand im Flur. Nichts ist umsonst.
Nothing is in vain. Noah, who the fuck are you?
Kein Schritt, kein Wort, kein Schmerz.
Not pain.
Ein ewig dauerndes Wunder des einen.
Who is the one then, if not God?
Keine seiner Worte verstanden. Erst später, als der Schmerz zu mir kam.
When you felt the pain. So you also are trying to do this to...
Ist nichts von den grauenvollen Dingen, die uns widerfahren. Und dass sie uns zu dem machen, was wir sind. Den Schmerz hat dich gemacht, Helge. Aber er hat keine Macht mehr über dich.
Damn. Did you get him? Are you really gonna back down? I mean, I guess so, because we know what future Helgi comes back to do. Try to stop him. Wow. Wow. Not only are you locking in with Noah, you say, who is next? Just happy to hold your acorn and murder. Okay.
Das kam bald.
Jonas, leave him alone. This poor kid. He is an anomaly because he shouldn't exist. But then does that mean that Eric shouldn't exist? Does that mean that Matt shouldn't exist? And
Es wird ihm gut gehen, machen Sie sich keine
And-
Sorgen. Sie können ihn noch gerne besuchen kommen.
I always forget the other kid's name.
Ich bring dich in dein neues Zuhause. Da sind doch ganz viele andere Kinder.
Oh.
Wissen Sie, ich habe mich entschieden, ich möchte adoptieren. Adoptionsverfahren
Das
läuft.
ist leider nicht so einfach.
Make it easy.
Also ich kann das hier nicht zwischen Tür und
Der
Angel
Junge mag
entscheiden.
mich. Ich bin die einzige Person, die überhaupt an sich ranlässt. Und ich mag ihn auch.
Oh. Charlotte, that notebook
Welcher Tag ist
is
heute?
so important. Wow. The way that they all, like, the way that everything is so connected in
86.
even, like, these little ways.
Bist du von hier?
No?
Was machst du hier?
Ich hole jemanden zurück von den Toten.
Wie soll das gehen?
She's not phased at all.
Kannst du die zurückholen?
Nein, du musst sie holen, wenn sie noch jünger sind.
Aber dann sind sie doch noch gar nicht tot.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Das ändert aber nichts daran, dass sie einmal sterben werden.
Interesting.
Du spinnst ja.
You're crazy. Said in the most calm demeanor. She just really took all of that in and was like, no, wait, I'm interested. How do you bring someone back from the dead? She's a fascinating woman.
Entführung wird mit einem Unbekannten in Verbindung gebracht.
And they, I mean, I guess Ulrich just didn't give them his name, which why would he? But they certainly have that photo of him. That would be insane because that's Ulrich. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that information? How do you do anything with that information as Charlotte? Like, she doesn't know jack shit about the black hole, it feels like. I keep thinking that she's on the same wavelength as me because she, like, picks up on these things and I'm like, surely she's gonna realize we're dealing with time travel, and then she, like, doesn't get there because it's crazy.
Wo ist Helge?
Hello. Is that burned? Yikes.
Ich bring dir bei zu reden.
That's kind of fucked up. Not kind of, that's fucked up. Who was watching that? And if they let Burned in there, I mean, obviously, like, money talks and power talks, but, like, letting, I don't know. We just walked right into his fucking trap. Oh, we're his. Oh, we're good as dead. We're good as dead. Mysterious guy isn't him. Oh, leave him alone. Shit, we're in the room. The bad room.
Du brauchst keine Angst zu haben.
Warum haben Sie mich eingesperrt?
Das war Noah. Das hier ist eine Art Prototyp einer Zeitmaschine.
Prototype of a time
Du bist das
machine.
Versuchskaninchen.
Okay, let us
Die
out.
Passage in der Höhle liegt genau unter diesem Bunker.
Oh.
Läuft die Energie durch diesen Raum. Aber man muss sie verstärken.
It needs to be increased. Bunker with
Allerdings
4
funktioniert sie
walls.
noch nicht ganz.
But it
Lassen Sie
doesn't
mich hier
work.
raus. Das kann
It still doesn't quite. Wait.
der einzige Weg ist, dass alles wieder normal wird.
Wer sind
Wait,
Sie?
what? Really?
Weißt du das nicht?
It's him. It's us. It's him. It's Jonas. Am I right about this?
Der Brief. Du hast ihn
Because that
verbrannt.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You knew that we burned it.
Trotzdem existiert er noch.
So,
Du wirst diesen Brief fast 33 Jahre bei dir tragen.
okay. Wonderful.
An dich selbst.
Oh, look at that tear.
Ich bin du.
Mm.
Ich habe dir diesen Brief geschickt.
That's you 33 years in the future?
Ich habe sogar dieses Gespräch hier schon mal geführt. Nur war ich damals auf der anderen Seite.
Oh.
Wir denken, wir sind frei, aber das sind wir nicht. Wir folgen dem immer gleichen Pfad.
Oh, so you know this conversation because you've had it. And
Du
somewhere
kannst
along
dich
the
jetzt
line,
entscheiden, mich hier freizulassen.
no, somewhere along the line, he decided that not letting himself
Ich
out
habe lange gedacht, das ist verrückt. Ich bin verrückt.
was
Aber
for
ich
the
kann dich
better.
nicht herauslassen, weil du dann nicht zu dem wirst, was ich heute bin. Und dann kann ich dieses Loch nicht ein für alle Mal zerstören.
And then I won't be able to destroy the whole once and for all. So you are here to destroy it.
Warum hast du Martha geküsst?
Good question.
Nicht frei in dem, was wir tun. Weil wir nicht frei sind in dem, was wir wollen. Wir kommen nicht an gegen das, was tief in uns ist.
We can't overcome what's deep within us, okay?
Ich will das Mickel zurück. Ich will das.
It is interesting, like they've mentioned it a few times, like we all like, and all of these characters seem to be struggling with it. Like, I feel like they can stop what's happening. Even Jonas still thinks that.
Aber Mickel, unser Vater ist nur ein kleiner Teil eines riesigen Geschwürs. Ich habe Dinge gesehen, die kein Mensch jemals sehen sollte.
Seen things no one should ever see. Well, do tell, I'm interested. But when did you hang yourself then? Or what is that mark around your neck? And also, I understand maybe it's kind of them to leave out a beverage, but leaving out milk is like Like, leave him a glass of whiskey at least if you're gonna try to fucking torture him so you can time travel. Milk? Just sitting on the counter? Out of the fridge? That's torture in and of itself. Oh, this song. Have we heard this? Yeah, we have. Somehow the future starts. I won't wait for long. Love is created through bravery, so don't think twice. Towards a future through the night. Oh, well. Who did that? That seemed purposeful. From himself. Wait, did he die? Oh no. Future you died to try to stop you. Severe accident at intersection. You know who we need to talk to? Regina. Come to the cabin, we need to talk. You absolutely should go talk to your husband. What does Noah want?
Gleich findet alles seinen Anfang.
Uh-oh. So, there's a section of people who thinks that everything goes normal, and this is where Noah
Jonas wird
says,
das Loch zerstören, aber
okay.
ich weiß es, dass der Auslöser dafür sein wird, dass es überhaupt existiert. Ein Paradox.
That is indeed a paradox.
Die Maschine ist nicht dafür da, das Loch für immer zu vernichten. Es ist dafür da, es überhaupt erst entsteht.
No.
Er denkt, er sei der Erlöser.
He's the creator. What? Claudia
Die meisten
lied?
Menschen sind nur Bauern auf einem Schachbrett. Geführt von fremder Hand. Die leben nur dazu da, geopfert zu werden für ein höheres Ziel.
Their lives exist only to be sacrificed.
Kinder, sie alle sind nur unglückselige, aber notwendige Schachzüge.
Wait, so Claudia's working with Noah?
Krieg zwischen Gut und Böse.
Eternal war between good and evil.
Da draußen gibt es zwei Gruppen, die um die Vorherrschaft über das Reisen durch die Zeit kämpfen.
I feel like there's three, but okay. Light and shadow. You do not belong to the light. You
Auch wenn
son of
manches,
a
was wir tun,
bitch.
von dunkler Natur ist.
What if he does though?
In der Zeitschleife sind, müssen wir Wissenden dafür sorgen, dass jeder Schritt genauso getan wird wie zuvor.
Oh.
Welche Opfer er auch immer von uns abverlangt. Wirklich unmenschlich, das sind die anderen.
The others are the ones who are truly inhumane.
Vertraue ihr niemals. Egal, was sie dir erzählt. Und er wird dir wieder vertrauen. Jonas denkt, er wird alles verändern, als ihre Marionette.
He's just her puppet? No.
Die Zeit ist ein unendliches Spielfeld. Nur wer Geduld hat, wird jemals siegreich sein. Aber wir werden den Menschen aus seiner Unmündigkeit befreien.
What?
Von seinem Schmerz.
Okay, that's impossible.
Aber du musst stark sein.
So is he Noah? Don't answer that. Oh my god.
Es ist soweit.
Oh no. He's here to solve it, but he can't. That makes sense though. It does feel like an oversight from him to like get on this entire path and be like, and still be like, okay, I can change it. When it's like, haven't we learned that we cannot change it? That the future impacts the past? But I don't know. Noah could also be talking out his butthole.
This time I'll outwit my past. I throw away.
Oh, does he die here?
Maybe I can carve out
Oh,
again
oh.
a quiet life.
Uh-oh. I'm so afraid for everyone.
For me, for someone.
He didn't deserve to be beaten like that. I mean, he did try to kill Helgi, but...
It wants to see me.
Oh, what are we gonna do with that gun?
Past voices.
Oh.
I renounce my past.
Uh-oh.
A quiet life.
That's so scary. The way it affects every single light. Well, that's no. Wait, hello? Who are you pointing that at? She has a gun. Oh. that's how he gets to the 80s, because he's in that room. Are they looking at each other? Oh. They kind of made it seem like two became one. Spice Girls. And he woke up with Claudia. Gas mask. Guns. Murder. Suspect wall. Right. I'm sorry. What year are we in? That sounded like war. Oh, no. Okay, so this is the future. Because the power plant is all sorts of bombed up. Oh, in 33 years after 2019.
Hey, du! Hey, du!
Okay.
Wer seid ihr?
Uh-oh.
Welches Jahr ist es?
Okay.
Willkommen in der Zukunft.
Right. And you were waiting for me, huh? Welcome to the future. Right. Wow. Yeah, they certainly did their big one with this. Holy shit. I kind of am speechless. Oh my God. Oh, the description of it says, Peter gets a shock. Jonas learns the truth about his family, but there are more surprises still to come, and Helgi makes a sacrifice, and yeah, he does. I know I said it a few times in this episode, but I truly, Charlotte, I keep thinking, I've been thinking this for so long, because I keep being like, why isn't she looking back 33 years and stuff? Because I keep thinking she's on the same page as me, because she's all of the clues are right there under her nose. She has that sneaky detective curse that Hart talks about in True Detective. But she's still, it's taken her a while. I mean, obviously, I think she's kind of hopefully has figured it out by now, seeing that photo of Ulrich in the paper. But I'm going to go watch this another time. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know even a little bit how I feel. So I'm going to go watch this again, and I'll be right back in a second with additional thoughts if I have any. And okay. Wow. Welcome to the future indeed. Welcome to the future indeed. It's crazy how this show, even though I watch each episode twice, it just doesn't, it just stays so good. I think there's a little bit of a savior storyline going on. I think Jonas keeps saying he wants things to go back to normal, which I think is interesting. And I do think it could be possible that Claudia perhaps is being a little bit of a puppet master and preying on him, because something that he said that I don't quite, I guess, see his point of view is he says he's mad at Inez because he says she could have saved Mikkel, but Mikkel was fine, right? In all intents and purposes, was he lost? Was he sad? Did that maybe make him a little depressed? And obviously not a little depressed. Did that continue a depression in his life because he didn't feel like he was where he was supposed to be? Yes, but could you have saved him? I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think she did save him in that time period because she didn't know how to send him back, right? And at least I don't think she did. So I feel like that's a little harsh to put on Inez. I think she did the best that she could. I think that she saw a kid in need and she provided the care that he needed in that moment. And so obviously I think Jonas has this continued I don't know where I'm supposed to be type of feeling in himself. And there were a lot of, it felt like a lot of cuts. Maybe it was just the one, but there was a cut to him which said it was when Noah was telling the story of the man in the hallway, which is like that story alone, I feel like is so I feel like there's so many threads in that. And I don't know who the man in the story is. Is it Jonas? Is it future Jonas? Is it someone else? Like I don't know. It makes me think that it like makes me think of the situation of Claudia and Trante renting out the room, and then I'm like, oh my god, maybe Trante is. I do think Trante might be Noah's kid. I don't know. I truly feel like that's all. We're gonna find out a lot of things in the next 2 seasons, of course, but like. So he's telling the story, right, about the man who seemed lost and seemed like he didn't want to be alive, but the world wouldn't let him die. So it makes me think of Jonas because it also like we were looking at Jonas whilst this conversation was going on. And so it's clear that he has these same kind of like empty or like lost feelings in himself. He keeps saying he wants things to go back to normal, and I always feel so bad for him because what is normal, you know? What is normal? The butterfly or human thing, though, the Master Zhuang's paradox, I'd never heard of that before, and that is quite fascinating to me. And then, of course, so we again with the saving thing, like we have Jonas coming back and saying like he has this like savior complex, like he's here to save everyone and save everything from happening. And then also Ulrich has like he also says I tried to save them. Like there's this hero complex all over this episode in this place. But then it's paralleled with this concept of like, can we ever really change anything? Like, do we actually have any power? And I don't know. There's a part of me that like, there's definitely a part of society this day where I've heard people say like, well, I'm not going to do this because it doesn't matter at all. And that defeatist attitude is like, something I don't jive with, but then it's also like, well, in this story, at least, every choice that we make has already been made, so we're not really making choices, but it's still a choice. It's just, does it make it less of a choice just because it was even in like every iteration you make the same choice? I don't know. I think like I'm interested to know what Jonas learned after all those years in the future, because like he comes back and he does what he does, thinking he's saving the world or putting things back to normal, putting things back as they are supposed to be. I don't know, but then there's all these other there's all of this like, well, you can't really do that type of theme. So I don't know. He still thinks that he can do something to change things. And I'm like, is that because he's been lied to by like all these people, including Claudia? Or is there, I don't know, is there something to it? Why do we decide for one thing and against the other? I liked what the clock guy said. He said, I'm part of the puzzle. And I feel like every character in this show is part of the puzzle. And that's the beauty and the joy of it, because there's so much interconnectedness throughout everything in this show. And it goes so deep, and it feels like it never stops. And it feels like even when you find like an end point, it's the beginning point of something else. And there's not a true end to any thought, it feels like. But both Jonas and Trante said that by tomorrow, things will be different. And like, I don't know, the Trante of it all is, I feel a little, I don't know. Helgi sacrificing his own life to try to change things also breaks my heart. But he tried, you know? I mean, is it maybe too little too late? Yeah. So I do think that, like, to Helgi at least, Noah's mask, he took off his mask because, like, sometimes I think when a narcissistic liar, I don't know if he's narcissistic, but a pathological liar or someone of that nature, when they have to kind of, when somebody confronts them with the truth, they have to spin it in a way that makes sense. And sometimes that means like dropping the mask to continue the manipulation of this story, which I feel like Noah's doing a phenomenal job at. Because obviously he got Helge to lock back in. Nothing is in vain was part of that story. And I'm going to ruminate on that definitely for sure over this weekend. We think we're free, but we're not. We follow the same path again and again. which... And then, Charlotte, I wanted to note that the sticky note seems to have changed from who is Noah to what does Noah want. So I think Charlotte might know who Noah is now. And I was realizing on the second watch that Charlotte had, I think she has the newspaper clipping of the accident where Helgi dies clipped onto her board now. So I think she's piecing things together. Of course, she's piecing things together in a very open area where supposedly anyone else that works there could go look at, and I don't quite know who is or isn't working with Noah, so I don't love that. But obviously Noah has cast some doubt on Claudia, which is quite interesting. And then he gives his notebook to Bartosz, which I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be like the same type of thing where Jonas gave the letter to Jonas, and so is it like Bartosz giving the letter to Bartosz, or is Noah someone completely different? And I don't quite know yet. Noah seems to be the only one who's dealing, maybe everyone else is, but Noah is speaking outwardly about, like, he says there's two sides trying to control time travel, dark and light, which is very dualistic way of looking at it. But earlier in the show, we've been told that dualism doesn't exist, that everyone is a little bit of light and dark, and that there's also like a third kind of middle ground area. So I don't know. Time is an infinite field, and now we're in the future, which I am very excited about. And I am going to be taking a vacation this weekend, a little bit of a staycation. So I'm excited because I feel like my brain is just going to keep cooking on this over the next few days when I'm like away from my computer and just out in the sun, experiencing life, touching grass, and excited to go into season 2 fresh. Like I mentioned, I don't want to get out a second episode right alongside the start of season 2 because I want to let season 2 kind of come in fresh and have this week to think about it, the ending of season 1. But I will look to bring in a second episode one of these weeks in June, either like season 2, episode 2 to episode 3, drop 2 episodes that week, or episode 3, episode 4. So keep your eyes peeled. I don't know if I'll be able to predict when it happens, but I'm trying my best. I promise you, I'm looking for that time. May was an absolutely bonkers month for me, but June at the moment seems a little bit more chill. So fingers crossed. Okay. Be good, drink water, eat food, tell someone you love them. I'll see you in season 2, the future.